In this video, I'm going to be going over the new strategy that's allowing companies like GoPro, Starbucks, and Airbnb to generate unlimited content for a very low price. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This new system is called a content rewards program, and it's basically where creators or customers are incentivized to create and post content or just redistribute content that's already out there. There's a variety of different niches using this. Info products rely on this strategy heavily. The owner will do a podcast or something and then have this podcast chopped up and blasted out across social media. But brands are also using this strategy to get UGC content. So companies that use this specific strategy include Starbucks, Airbnb, and Lego, and many more. A case study that we'll go ahead and get into is GoPro. They use this strategy to get 25,000 unique pieces of content from actual users. They launched what they called the GoPro $1 Million Challenge, which was where GoPro users submitted clips generated from actually using a GoPro to do whatever they were doing. And they did this in hopes of winning the prize, which was $1 million. So this was a very successful campaign. They got 25,000 unique pieces of UGC content from people who actually use their products, and it only cost them $1 million. So a pretty good deal. So how do you use content rewards programs? How do you use a content rewards program specifically as an e-commerce brand? Being an e-commerce brand, that means you have customers and you have products to incentivize them with, so you can give them discounts on these products. You might have select products that you're willing to give away for free in order for content, or you could just pay them money. You could pay them a certain amount per 1,000 views or per a certain amount of videos if you're really just concerned about the content. So what will this do for you? One, it will increase your reach on social platforms. You'll have people sharing your videos on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and their friends are probably similar to them in a similar demographic, so you're getting increased visibility to that specific demographic. You're also getting more insights on what type of content perform well. This is more so if you're having users like post testimonials or reviews on something like TikTok. You're now getting examples of content and you can see which ones perform best. And you can take the best performing content, you can pay a professional UGC content creator to create that style of content, and then you could even run ads using that specific style of content if you see it's performing well organically. So there are a lot of strong reasons why you should be using content rewards programs to get as much organic content out there as possible. Now, how do you do this? There are a variety of different ways you could try to implement a content rewards program. For this particular video, I'll be walking over the software I created and how you could implement a content rewards program that way. Okay, so we're inside of the software. The website's called clipcontroller.com if you want to reach it. But basically, how it works is you go ahead and create a program that your customers will be able to join. Once you create your program, you'll see some basic information in this program page. The most important thing is the sign up code. This is what you're going to share with your customers whenever you email them and invite them to sign up for your rewards program. And you'll basically be able to see how many distributors you have and how many videos they're posting. They can post on YouTube or TikTok and you can trace everything. Typically, if you're just working with your regular customers, you'll probably only have them post on TikTok. Your average consumer probably doesn't have a YouTube channel that they're posting on, so you'll just get them to post on TikTok. This is the analytics page. Once again, if you're not working with influencers, you might not really be too interested in seeing how much each individual person in your program, how many views they're generating. But it is good to see like how the total amount of reach you're getting just from having your customers post on your behalf. So you can track that on the dashboard. You can also track like the individual videos everybody is posting. This is an example of the type of content that you would get from your customers, just them walking over their routines or basically reviewing your product or explaining how they use it and how it's helped them. Your analytics page will let you see all of that. Now, the primary driver behind people signing up for your program will be things called challenges. You can create a community challenge where you track everybody's progress together. And when you hit a certain goal, everybody who signed up as a distributor gets a reward. But typically, you'll just be using like individual challenges where if they give a review or something, they might get a free product. And then, yeah, you can set the platform, YouTube or TikTok. You can set a goal just for an average customer. Typically, it'll probably take them about 2 or 3 posts to hit 2,000 views. So setting a goal like this would mean you get about 2 or 3 original pieces of content in exchange for a product. You can also set a start date and an end date for when they're eligible to participate in the challenge. You'll just let them know what the reward is, and you'll also give them instructions for this particular challenge. They have to post a video reviewing an As I Am product or giving a testimonial about their experience. You can see how many people completed. You can see who specifically completed the challenge, whether you've rewarded them or not. And then you can also see every video that they posted and then how many videos. If you don't feel like the video is what you were looking for or they didn't follow the guidelines, then you can remove the video from that particular challenge. So that's individual challenges. You can also create a raffle, which is where there's probably a bigger prize, but only one person gets it, or maybe the top 3 people you pick, or it could be a competition where you choose the best testimonial or the best piece of content, or it could just be purely random. It's up to you. But basically, a testimonial is where it typically requires a certain amount of posts to enter. You can give them instructions and then you set a reward. For this particular one, it's $1,500, and they have to post a testimonial video about their favorite As I Am product. Once again, you can go through, you can see the videos that they've posted and how many views they've driven. So this is basically a basic overview of how you set up a content rewards program that will get you more content as well as more reach and more insight into what specific types of content work best on these platforms. Hopefully it was valuable. Once again, if you're interested in this particular software, go to clipcontroller.com.